Next, in breaking news just coming in, the government has begun prosecution of 60 people whose names feature in the black money list. Rahul Srivastav joining us with more on that story. Rahul, what other details are you getting?
Ankita, what we can say is that during this election campaign for the Delhi elections, if there was a lot of noise then over the black money and how the government has failed to bring forward as far as any names are concerned, what we can now say that legal proceedings have been started by the Income Tax Department against 60 people for illegal foreign accounts. Now, what we can say right now is name or names of persons related to big corporate houses figure among the 60 against whom legal proceedings have started. We can say that tax authorities have established a tax evasion by 60 Indians through foreign accounts, and this amount involved in these accounts exceeds 1,500 crores right now. What we can say is names of 60 Indians with illegal foreign accounts now can be made public, because one of the arrangement or treaties is that till it is in a court of law, names cannot be used for political or any other purposes. The names of 3 black money account holders were made public in October last. That included Mr. Pradeep Burman of the Dabur Group. Now, what we have been told that the list of 627 foreign account holders was submitted to the Supreme Court in October by the government. Of these 621, one name figures twice. 400 of the 627 foreign account holders have been found to be Indians. Not all 627 foreign accounts have been found to be illegal, and that is why the sense of caution from the government and also the SIT, which is looking into the foreign accounts. By November end, the scrutiny of over 100 accounts was complete, and more than 200 account holders have given their consent letters.
Right. Also, Rahul, at this point, now that legal proceedings are starting against 60 people, would the names now necessarily become public?
Yes, once it's because in India, our accounts, legal proceedings are largely more or less public hearings. That is why these names can become public. Now, it will depend on the government and the tax authorities that how soon they can make them public. But the fact is that since tax evasion has been established through independent investigation,
right,
that is one of the conditions, and also it is in the court of law, they can be made public.
So the point that you're making is even among the illegal foreign accounts, it's not all the cases that are being prosecuted at this point, but it's specifically 60. And do we know any more about these 60?
Ankita, we would like to be cautious on the names till we contact the people and we get the veracity, whether their notices have been received and how they have replied. We would like to withhold the names. But the fact is that we have confirmed information that legal proceedings against 60 in courts of law for evasion of taxes established after due investigation by the tax department has begun, and investigations in this have revealed that more than 1,500 crore would well be the targeted amount. Now, what is interesting is that once the government actually goes in for tax proceedings, the amount that the tax authorities stand to benefit might be much higher, because the penalties involved means that you will have the evaders will have to pay interest and several other amount of penalties on the amount over the years they have held the account. There is also a catch in this investigation by the tax authorities that if the account is more than 16 years old, then they cannot get the details or they cannot move against the account holders. That is why the tax authorities have been going slow. In fact, they have met the whistleblower in Paris, and they have been in touch with various authorities during the course of the investigation. But what we can say is that one of the major conditions that the independent investigations by Indian tax authorities have established evasion of taxes and illegality of the accounts held by now 60 people, and proceedings legal are on against these 60.
All right, Rahul, thanks very much indeed for joining us with that exclusive information.